originally worked for a company that did metal spraying, and we produced a lot of hexavalent chrome dust. In the early days, it wasn't a problem to just have ventilation fans and essentially put it out into the environment. But that changed in about 2005. The regulations tightened up on the permissible amount of dust that the workers could inhale, and we also just couldn't put it outdoors anymore. We had to do something about capturing that dust. Of course, we tried looking for portable, movable air cleaners. Nothing really worked. It wasn't field ready, it wasn't designed to handle a hazardous type of dust. And so it was time to design something new, and that was the birth of BlueSky. How does the BlueSky machine work? Very simple. On the back end, it's got a very powerful twin fan system, which is like a giant vacuum cleaner. It sucks the air into the machine. On the front end, it's got inlet ports, so the air goes into the machine, gets distributed between the filters, and then goes up through the filtration system, across the top, and down through the HEPA filtration system, and then out through the fan as clean air. The dust that we're capturing is actually very, very dangerous. Current competitive technology requires that when the filters are dirty, they need to be exchanged. When the dust needs to come out of the machine, it can be put into a bag or a drum. The man pulls a big filter out of the machine in order to exchange it. There is always the risk of spillage or a bag tearing. It's being disturbed. This poses big risk for that operation. You don't want to expose the environment, or more particularly workers, to the stuff you've taken out of the air. BlueSky uses a completely new idea, which we've called the Smart Box. And the Smart Box is a complete container. The filters are permanently mounted in an arrangement, and the dust is collected and dropped down into a bottom section of the Smart Box. So in one Smart Box, you have 15 very large filters, plus you can capture about 5 full 55-gallon drums of dust. When you exchange it, no man will ever see the dust. You don't have to handle any of the contamination. That box is extracted, put onto a truck, and taken away to a waste management facility. That's the principle that BlueSky works on. Typical dust collectors are tall, they have legs where the drums go underneath, and they are bolted to the ground. The BlueSky unit is designed to be put on a flatbed truck or a standard roll-off truck and delivered and positioned within a few minutes. The installation is literally drop it off, plug it in, and you're ready to go. It's a complete different way of thinking about the installation of an air cleaner. It's very modular, so depending on how your space is configured, what your usage is, what your dust type is, they are simply plug-and-play modules. As your needs change, BlueSky can be adapted. Another very, very unique aspect of BlueSky is that its system is a true dual filtration system. The dust comes into the machine, has the primary filtration that takes out more than 99% of the dust, and then the last 1%, the super fines, are taken out in the HEPA stage. Other competitive systems normally add a HEPA stage on the outside. We are integrated within the system. BlueSky is made for all dust types, from the most hazardous asbestos, nuclear contaminated waste, hexavalent chrome, all the way down to benign sawdust, wood dust. It's essentially a dust collector that can be operated anywhere in the world, from Alaska all the way down to the deserts of Saudi Arabia. We have strict laws about what you can put into the water, into rivers, what you can do with soil. But strange enough, air, we've had very little regulation about air quality when it comes to silica and such dangerous dust types, but that's all changing. It's no longer okay to damage the health of employees or the neighborhood. The air needs to be cleaned before it's put into the environment. Dust collectors are now a requirement. It's the law.